Okay, this is a 7x14 trampoline with the jump court. After you get the trampoline installed, what you're going to do is put the poles on the legs and put the pole 18 inches below the top of the frame. I usually like to mark a spot on the pole and then go down 18 inches, and that's where you're going to clamp the lower pole to the leg. And so get these tightened. After you get the pole clamped, you can put the top part. There's another pole here without the top part on. So put the top pole on. You can put the foam sleeves over top of the two poles, and they will come down to just rest just on the top of the frame. And then on the top of the pole you're going to put the caps, and once you get all 8 poles with the sleeves and the caps on, you're ready to put the net. Now this trampoline, we're going to call this pole number 1, this is pole number 2, on around to pole number 8, and we're going to enter the trampoline between pole 1 and 2. Okay, so this is what the trampoline looks like with all 8 poles properly installed. They're all bolted to the legs, and we're ready to put on the net. Okay, so you're going to hang the net between pole 1 and 2. There's 1, there's 2, and have the net so it's about midway between poles 1 and 2, tied with the rope, and then you're going to stretch it over to pole 2 and suspend it from the top of the pole using the bungee cord that's tied in loop. And what's going to happen is you're going to guess how tight it's supposed to be, and you're going to be wrong, and what you're going to have to do now is go back and pull the net tighter such that when you come back to pole number 1 you have an overlap. So we need to go back and stretch them tighter, and then when we do all that, this net here will go overlap between pole 1 and 2 and form an entrance to. So this is the second edition. We stretch the top of the net tighter than it was initially, and now the overlap between the two ends of the nets will form an entrance to the jump court, a net enclosure. So when properly installed, the bottom of the net's going to be a couple feet above the trampoline. Not to worry, it's going to be pulled down and stretched down to the top of the frame with the. You are ready to proceed with pulling the bottom of the net down using the ropes that are included. Notice that the net goes on the inside of poles 2 through 7, and then goes on the outside of pole number 1, 8. So it goes on the outside of this pole and then goes over to pole number 2 and forms the loop that you enter the net with. So it forms the overlap by going on the outside of pole number 1. So once you get it all laced up around the bottom, and basically you're just going to use the rope to lace it around the frame and then come back and form a loop like we show here, where you're going to go in and out of the trampoline. So there you have it. That's Miss Hannah Wade, also known as Hannah Banana, jumping away.